Welcome to Movement Not Miracles. I'm a little bit flustered. I've just been in another session and the time ran away with me. So anyway, I'm here. Who am I? I'm Anna from Eat, Move, Be Happy. This is Martha, also from Eat, Move, Be Happy. And those of you that are regulars to Movement Not Miracles will know that Martha likes to put in an appearance, and she usually waits till the camera comes on. Her timing is impeccable. So today, Movement Not Miracles is going to be about working our back. So a bit about movement, a bit about posture, and some simple to do, but actually quite hard exercise and moves to strengthen our upper back. They're hard for me. My shoulder flexibility isn't brilliant, but we can do what we can do, and it certainly will give you some ways of simply working those muscles in your upper back, which is important to help look after our posture. So to start off with, we're going to do a very basic yoga move, downward dog, just to get some stretch and some movement through those shoulders. If you are seated and you can't access the floor, then you can do a similar move to get your movement through your shoulders by sitting in your chair. And if you bend forwards and aim to put your arms onto a work surface or a window ledge so that you are stretching through. Oh, I think my video just had a bit of a fit. If you can access the floor, hopefully I'm back now, then down, hands directly underneath your shoulders, toes tucked under, and lift up through your hips. You can just about see me in there. And aiming to get the heels on the floor, squeezing the shoulder blades together. We're just getting a bit of movement through our shoulders, bit of a stretch through our back before we start doing some work. Not that this isn't work, you understand. Let your head relax. Okay, and we'll come down, bit of a shoulder roll, and then we're going to do that one more time, just because the second time is always better. And a quick reminder, if you can, when we lift our arms up, it's really easy for our shoulders to come up too, and we're trying to keep our shoulders down. So rather than this happening, we want this happening. So when your arms come up, your shoulders stay down, so you're having to work hard through your muscles through the side of your body, your lats here, to stabilise your shoulder blades and keep those shoulders down so that you can squeeze your shoulder blades onto your back chest. And that way you're getting much more of a stretch and working through a good postural position in your upper back rather than just reaching up like this. So we're going to do that one more time. Martha, oh sorry Martha. Martha's helping as ever. I'll chop my head off this time, then you can see my feet. So lifting up through your hips, shoulders away from the ears, pushing hard into the floor and pushing your feet down towards the floor. So you should feel a nice stretch down the back of your legs, which is good. That's an added benefit, an added bonus. Are you all right there, Martha? I wouldn't want you to be stressed out or anything. Okay, damn you, what is she like? Right, you can do these seated or standing, and we'll be doing the same thing now. So sitting or standing nice and tall with your weight evenly distributed between your left and your right side. We're just going to do some shoulder rolls to start off with, and then we're going to take these into the shoulder dislocates. So you will need some sort of belt or broom handle, something to brace your arms against. So let's just get the shoulders moving to start off with. Nice big, I'm just going to move away from my wall. There we go. Big roll of the shoulders, squeezing those shoulder blades. So they should be really moving around on your back. Okay. Right, so grab yourself your belt. You need something that's long enough so that you can brace your hands far enough apart for you to roll your arms all the way overhead. If I stand to the side, I'm not going to whack my hands on the wall. So all the way up and over So the further apart your hands are from each other, the easier this is. And try and avoid this happening. So we don't want our bum sticking out and we don't want our belly sticking out. So working hard, tilting your pelvis forwards, hard through your bum to keep your hips forward. If you poke your tummy, your muscles in your tummy should be working, should be contracting. So should feel harder to stabilise your tummy. And so you get all the movement through your shoulders and your shoulder blades rather than the rest of your back. There shouldn't be any pain in your shoulders. So the shoulders should be, you should feel work, and I can feel that in my muscles around my shoulder. I can actually feel it in my pecs, the muscles in my chest. But there shouldn't be any pain through the joint, and don't force the move through the joint. So all the way up and over and back again. And if you haven't got a belt or any way of bracing your shoulders, then the shoulder rolls work your posture in the same way. This just helps me access a little bit more movement through my shoulders, just because my shoulders are particularly stiff, which is fine. So a couple more of these. Try and shorten the distance between my hands. And it's at that point, just that real squeeze there. Okay, right, a bit of a tactical waggle in the shoulders. I'll put my belt down. So another really simple move that you can do to help with shoulder flexibility and working the muscles in your upper back, if you use a wall. You can do this lying down as well. So I'll show you that version in a second, but you don't have to be lying down. So if you use the wall as a bit of a guide, so standing close to the wall, so my heels are just touching, my bum is just touching, my shoulder blades are on the wall, and if I didn't have this pole, oh, I can move it, I can. Just move that up a little bit. Move the pole out of the way. And the back of my head is close to the wall. And you are aiming to rotate your arms back so that your arms are also at right angles on the wall. Now, I really struggle, particularly on my left side. You can see that this hand is not flat onto the wall. My right side is getting much, much better. So aiming to rotate through the shoulders are back and down, and then shoulder blades squeezing together and moving down your back so you can get that rotation. And then we're moving our arms up and moving our arms back down. And you can use the wall to make sure that you don't arch your back or stick your bottom out like that, or stick your tummy out like that, because everything should stay in contact with the wall as you move your hands up and then move your arms back down and keep breathing. Now, I actually find this quite hard work. This is really working the muscles in my upper back. It's quite a simple move. It looks a simple move, but it's actually particularly difficult for me to keep that position with my shoulders. Okay, bit of a tactical waggle. Do the same thing again. I'm going to show you on the floor. Some people prefer to do this on the floor than on the wall. So I'll show you the floor version. If you have trouble getting to the floor, then you can stay doing a version against the wall. You don't actually have to use the wall. You can do this seated or standing. So you can assume the position and raise your arms up and raise your arms back down. The difficulty is that this can happen and we don't know that we've moved away from the full rotational experience. I'm just going to let the cat out. Okay, Martha, you've had enough of Movement Not Miracles today. So I'll show you this one on the floor. So we're aiming to get in the same position. Knees bent, lower back flattened into the floor, and we want to keep that lower back flattened into the floor. And then we're going to rotate our arms. So we're in exactly the same stick 'em up position. Now, you can see, for me to get into that position, I arch my back to start off with, and now I can get my shoulders right down. But the minute, I fasten my back into the floor, this left shoulder lifts up. But that's okay. So you move your arms down and move your arms back up. And down. And keep breathing whilst you're doing this, don't hold your breath. Okay, and relax. Now that is actually quite hard work for my shoulders. If your shoulders are more flexible, then you might be able to do that a little bit easier. It will still work the muscles in your upper back, particularly if you are in the right position. Another version that we can do, and again you can do this seated or standing, I'm going to do it kneeling just so that I can show you more easily. What we call IYT, so you're going to make a nice, so think of shoulders down away from your ears. So like I showed you with the downward dog, when we reach up, we don't want to reach up so that our shoulders are up closer to our ears. We want to keep our shoulders away from our ears and keeping our palms facing together. So you're leading with your thumbs go back and arms straight, and you're aiming for arms to be back behind your ears if you can. And again, without letting your back arch and your bum stick out for that to happen. So showing you from the side, leading with your thumbs. Now when I get to there, it's now hard work for me, because what I want to do is that, which is just moving through my back and not my shoulders. So staying upright. Now I'm really working through my upper back. I don't know whether you can see that, but there's a little paw that's just come underneath the door. She obviously wants to come back in. Or maybe not. You're going to have to stay out there, Matt. You can't keep interrupting important things for you. So let's concentrate on what we're doing. Thumbs back, capital I shape. So I'm working through my tummy to stop that happening. Arms as straight as I can. Down. The next shape we make is a Y position. So the same thing, but this time into a capital Y. So I'm leading with my thumbs. Elbows straight and back down, and then a T, a capital T position. So palms out, you can't see, but I'm leading with my thumbs. I'm really squeezing, arms straight, parallel to the floor, and squeezing my shoulder blades together. And you should feel that working through the whole of your muscles through in your upper back and your shoulders, and your shoulder blades should be working. So we're going to do all of those one more time. So capital I need to concentrate on this one. Straight arms, so you see my elbows are bending. Capital Y, thumbs back, don't let my back arch. It's this right arm that wants to bend. And then capital T. Oh, excuse me, that's my tummy. And we'll do one more of those in a second for good luck. So our posture is a combination of the strength in our muscles to support the bones in the right position, the bones and the joints in the right position, the flexibility of our muscles to allow our joints to be in the right position, because if a muscle is tight because it's shortened, in our chest for example, it's really difficult to get our shoulders back if these muscles are really tight, and that comes from sitting round shouldered. So it can be a combination of tight muscles and weak muscles in the back to support our upper back, but also working through the range of movement of our joints is really important. So we'll do this one more time. So working the strength of our muscles as well as flexibility of the joint is important. If you only work on one, then you're not going to get the full benefit. Capital Y, and then finally capital T. Oh, keep breathing. I was holding my breath then. We don't want to hold our breath. Okay. Bit of a tactical waggle of the shoulders. And then to finish off, we're just going to finish with a twist, which we'll do just to help ease the back, relax through some of those muscles, but also encourage some mobility in our upper back. And I'm going to do this standing, just because I have no blood in my feet if I keep kneeling down. So again, you can do these if you're seated. It doesn't have to be from standing. So, and we're going to go initially for mobility. So twisting from one side to the other, just to encourage. I can feel that those muscles have worked, which is good. And we're just now getting them to work in a slightly different way. You're also working through your tummy to get some of that rotation. I think Martha's trying to get back in. She's digging at the carpet now. It's really not good, is it? And twisting round. Okay, and then we're going to go for a bit of a hold now. So a bit of a stretch of those muscles on each side. So we'll go round as far as we can. And then as you breathe out, can you go a little bit more? And then a little bit more. And hold that for a couple of breaths. Back to the centre, and the same on the other side. A bit more. And same on this side. Okay, so hopefully giving you some ideas to work through your upper back, help with your posture, help avoid that slouched position that we can get if we're sitting for too long, and also avoid some of those aches and pains that we get when we stiffen up in our upper back. So all of those exercises that we've done today will help with all of that. Don't forget to check out the website www.eatmovebehappy.com and some more ideas to look after your health and well-being, including some ways that you can connect with other people. We have Chat With Us, our weekly support talk, I guess. So if anybody who's involved with Eat Move Be Happy is invited to join in with us at 4 o'clock on a Thursday, bring your health and wellbeing questions, ask questions and answer questions, so you can ask for support and offer support. No real agenda, bring a cuppa and have a natter. If you're interested in joining, then let us know through the group or through the website, and I'll send you the Zoom invitation. And there's lots of other stuff on the website as well. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow for more Movement Not Miracles at 12.